You could be the world's greatest shooter, but if you can't get that shot off in the game, that shot, as pretty it is, no matter how much you can knock down in practice, is gonna be an absolute nothing if you can't get it off on time. We're gonna be looking at how to get that shot off right from the floor to the follow through in as little time as possible. Let's get it. What's going on, guys? This is Kyle Travis here. We're gonna be looking at a couple drills that will help you get into your shot as quick as possible. We don't have any time to waste. No matter how big, how long a defender is, we're gonna look at how to get that shot off the ground, in and out of your hands as quick as possible. Here we go. The first one we're gonna look at is our pound pull. Once we pound the ball, make sure to really drive that ball through the floor. Elbow through the ground, pound, and let that momentum carry you into your shot. The last thing you want to do is hold on to the ball and stop that momentum. You want to meet the ball on the way up. Pound, pull. Let that momentum carry you off the ground. Now, if you notice, right, we're somewhat facing away from the defender. We don't want to expose that basketball in front of the defender where it gets stripped, disrupted, or blocked. We're somewhat hiding the ball away from that defender. Boom. And squaring in the air. Pound, pull. Last one, really drive that ball through the floor. We're gonna switch over to our left hand. Now this is a bit tricky because as a right hand shooter, we do have to bring that ball to the right side where that ball gets exposed. So we wanna get into a controlled fade where we just inch off the line. So as that ball gets to our right, we wanna go ahead and back off that line just to avoid that ball from being stripped or disrupted. Really challenge yourself to get good makes. Shots that rattle in, sometimes we don't even count those. Now, if we're getting a little bit desperate, sometimes we're getting a little tired, we'll count those. A bucket is a bucket. But in practice, in training, really try to make practice more challenging and harder than the actual game. In a game, you might have a little bit of space to work with, but don't waste any time. As soon as you get into your pickup, you're right into that shot. Right now, we're going off our through the legs. Once we go through the legs, we're simply just gonna jam that foot. Right now, we're going through the legs, right, 3 times. Right, we're 1, 2, 3, boom, right into it. Every time we go through the legs, right, don't just drop it through. Really try to drive that ball through the floor. Every time we go through the legs, really drive that ball through the floor. Now, it's gonna be natural for a lot of players to wanna hold that basketball, step into that shot. But once again, that ball is gonna get stripped, disrupted, or blocked. Through the legs, right into your shot. Once again, avoid holding that ball in front of you. Try to get to that lift point as soon as possible. We're gonna go ahead and get into an exchange. So not a crossover, just go ahead and exchange hands off that double behind the back. Right, getting a nice space. We're going foot replacement. As soon as both feet hit the ground, boom, we're immediately into our shot. Once again, we don't want to have to gather, load, boom. That shot is gonna get stripped, disrupted, or blocked. Both feet hit the floor, boom. Get into that lift point as soon as possible. Here we go. Exchange, double behind, pop, pound, boom, right into it. Give yourself a lot of space. 1, 2. Get into that lift point as quick as possible. Throw the head off that exchange, pop. Let's go ahead and switch hands. We're gonna start with our left, right into that release. Release, all right, 1, 2. Now, as you can see, that last rep wasn't the cleanest rep. And that's gonna happen, just play through it. We'll do that one again, pop. There you go, really challenge yourself. It doesn't have to be, right, the quickest pickup, but as long as we build our way, work our way up. Exchange, pop. Don't be afraid of messing up, losing the basketball. It doesn't have to be the cleanest pickups, just as long as you're challenging yourself. Last one, really pound. Now, allow yourself to be a bit uncomfortable. I'm sure you've heard it before. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable. When we're coming off a straight line cut, so we're popping out to the perimeter, right? We're not curling, we're not looping. We're just going straight to our spots. This is very common from the block to the corner. Right, going through elevator screens, coming from directly up that midline, straight line cuts. Here's how we're gonna approach this. Instead of looping or curling, we're gonna get into what I call a break 1, 2. Our top foot is gonna go ahead and put on the brakes, followed by 1, 2, right into our shot. Now, as we get right into this is an early turn. So what we are not doing, a lot of players will kind of catch, then square up, find that basket, and then shoot. That's way too much time. We want to go ahead and get into that early turn. So by the time we're squared, we're just immediately right into our shot. It's all about preparation. Break 1, 2. We're getting into that early turn. You might be coming off in some elevator screens, so we're gonna get into that straight line pop out. Now, when you loop, you run the risk of that defender possibly shooting the gap or locking and trail you and getting a hand in there at the last second. So you don't wanna leave any chances up to the defense. So right now we're going straight line, quickest point from A to B, straight line. Boom, break 1, 2, get right into it. We're getting right into that early turn. Once again, we're not gonna catch, square up, then shoot. That defender is waiting for you. So go ahead and get right into that early turn. Break, 1, 2. This is gonna challenge your balance a little bit, but it's about landing on balance. You might shoot off your line, and that's fine, but as long as you're able to land balance. Use that balance kick if you need to. A good defender is gonna meet you right at the spot. Wayne Gretzky used to say, I never skated to where the puck was at. I always skated to where the puck was going to be. A good defender is gonna anticipate where you're gonna be. A play is drawn up, or typically, we all love to catch it right at the wing. That's where that defender is gonna expect you to be. But we're gonna go ahead and push through the pass. So where that defender anticipates you to catch, we're gonna push right through it, push through that pass. That way we're able to create space off the catch. The speed at which we get into our shot is extremely, extremely important, especially for good shooters. That beautiful shot won't mean anything if you can't get that shot off. Grind these out, get better every single day. As always, let's get it.